So in this video we're going to go over one of my last overhead pressing sessions before contest, as well as a conditioning medley. So let's get to it. What's up guys, Ken from Cerberus USA here. So like I said, today is one of the last overhead press sessions before this contest at the end of the month. So the plan today is to work up to a heavy single on axle clean and press. After we hit that number, we're going to decrease the weight by 15% and then hit 15 reps in as little sets as possible. After that, it's some seated strict pressing, and then we're going to run out the session with a 3-part conditioning medley of arm over arm pulls, Swiss bar incline press, and then prone swimmers. Those 3 exercises make up one round, and we're going to do as many rounds in 15 minutes as possible. So before we dive into the footage, get the formalities out of the way, be sure to hit the subscribe button down here so you get notifications when new content comes out. If you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment, any questions below, and yeah, let's get to it. So I was super excited for this session. I haven't hit straight weight axle and with a clean for a really long time. So I wasn't sure how the clean would go, but I knew it would hopefully be a good session because the pressing versus barn seems to have really helped me to develop some really good leg drive. So I have these tires. Tires in the bar weighs 140 pounds. They do lock. I have nuts inside them which will lock down to the bar to make it a fixed axle, but this time I just left it free. It was a little bit tight, so that's why you saw me banging it around a little bit there. But yeah, I was super happy with some of the warm-ups. Because I'm so used to pressing against bands, even with 140 pound straight weight, it never really, you don't really get a feel for the 140 pounds because you have all the band tension on it. So the cleans actually went feeling really good too. Last time I took a big break from axle clean and press, so the actual clean, it took me a really long time to actually figure out that clean again. So to come straight back into it and have that clean feeling really snappy out the gate, I was really shocked about. So there's my first couple of warm-ups. I actually had another number in between 140 and 220, but I forgot to hit record. This was the second last warm-up, sticking with the double overhand grip here, but changing to a continental because I know going heavier in weight, I can't full clean it, so I need to be going continental. But even here, I was really happy with how snappy it was, especially the clean. Press wasn't too bad whatsoever either. I was pleasantly surprised with how effortless a lot of it felt. The bounce sort of getting a little bit out of hand. I actually checked the pressure in the tires before starting the session, and they were 20 psi. I took them down to 2, and they were still bouncing like crazy. So this is the last warm-up. This is 290, and really happy with how it felt. As you can see, I have the mixed grip now. I position my hand out a little bit further on that underhand. That way when I flip it over, I'm pretty much in position for where I want to press. And then with this, I was really pleased actually with how easy it felt. Okay, my position was off a slight bit coming into the actual lockout, but overall, really happy with how that felt. And then we get into the top weight here. So 310 was a top weight for the day. I didn't feel hesitant going into it because the 290 felt pretty comfortable, but I just knew that because I hadn't had this straight weight for a long time, I think this is about 100 pounds heavier than the straight weight I had done on a bar, then I knew I just had to sort of turn it up a notch a little bit. So you can see me, I get pretty vocal when I'm amped up, so I left the sound in here so you can hear the extent of it in just 2 seconds right now. So obviously, really damn happy with that. The bounce, that really caught me off guard afterwards. So this is set 1 or 2, I think it's 1 actually, of the 260 for 15 reps total. And honestly, it felt pretty easy. I lost my groove a little bit because I basically started taking it for granted that the pressing was easy. So it was okay. I'll take it. And then, like I said, we get into the strict pressing now. 4x4. My strict press is really bad. It's always been bad, but it seems like there's a little bit of a light at the tunnel, or a light at the end of the tunnel, should I say. I really want to hit the 4x4 over 200 pounds, and they felt pretty good. I'm not sure where I could have gone with it. Maybe 220, 223, just to make it right with the axle weight. But yeah, I mean, I was pretty damn happy with it. So there's set 1, and then rolling into the last set now. And again, even with I think the brakes on this was at 2 minutes rest. So the first rep a little bit slower, but everything felt really good. I'm pretty happy for this contest. I don't think. Okay. There's always something you could do better, and more. But I'm pretty happy with where I'm sitting right now. And now for the dreaded medley. This one was pretty rough. Arm over arm, we're just focusing on single arm pulls right now, just trying to basically build the grip up as well as coordination. Not a super heavy sled. I think it was about 160 pounds, but on the rubber it changes everything completely. So that sort of sucked. And then into incline pressing, not heavy at all. 8 to 10 was the rep scheme, and I could go heavier with this, but knowing that there was no rest and it's more of a conditioning medley versus pure strength, I was like, let's just keep it where I know I can hit 8 to 10 every single set. And yeah, it's sort of pathetic weight, but I will take it, and I'm not sad about it at all. And then the prone swimmers, if you've not tried these, you have to. They are absolutely awesome for upper back and shoulder mobility. So there you have it. Here's the end of things.
A few moments later.
So there you have it, all done. 15-minute medley. Finished. How many? 5 rounds. So I'll take it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it for sure. So yeah. Until the next time.